We're smooth, 98.1 FM, 28 minutes before it is top of the hour, 7 o'clock. It is the 24th of November, 2023. It's a Tech Friday, and it is looking black in some parts, not because of want of electricity, but let's see what this gentleman, if they didn't get the memo, or I'm the only one who got the memo. Good morning, Rotus.
Good morning, Omas. Good morning, Fisayo. Good morning, Lagos and beyond. Good to be with you all on this Tech Friday, Black Friday.
All right. And then I also see Fisaya. Good morning, Fisaya Durojai.
Good morning, Omas. Good morning, Rotus. Good morning, everyone.
Now, in the spirit of the Black Friday, if we were to go out to hunt for bargains right now, it looks like I am the person who would get a better deal. You are sidelined already by virtue of what you're dressing, what you're wearing today.
Very true. Very, very true.
So, Rotus, kick us off with this conversation. The Federal Competition Consumer Protection and Commission, FCCPC, is warning Nigerians about Black Friday fraud. Dig us into this.
I can never say that name in full. I always have to read it. It's too many. It's too many. Too many letters. No, so they put out a post on X, on Twitter, just warning people about online fraud. They gave one stat saying that during Black Friday, online scams spike about 135%, that people should be shine your eye, basically. Just be wary of companies that are just going to pop up. I don't know. I mean, do you remember, did I share when I was scammed by some company that said they were selling salmon for, is it 35,000 for a kilogram or something? I just woke up one morning, my brain wasn't firing, and ordered salmon on Instagram. They chopped my money, and they traced the person to another Alpine outside of Lagos. And anyway, so just be careful out there for Black Friday. Says I've already taken advantage of one particular investment websites that is offering what is it now, coverage. I took advantage. So I've taken advantage of one Black Friday sale, but it's from a reputable place, reputable company, and so on and so forth. So everybody just watch out. Fisai, are you taking advantage of any sales?
Let the poor breathe.
So sales will be lower this year.
I mean, I've not taken advantage of any because, again, I don't think I need anything to buy. So I guess the warning from the competition agency, or consumer protection agency, came in late because some of us have the view that the Black Friday sales is designed to be a lie, given the fact that so for instance, many customers on many e-commerce platforms, you see the same product that was being sold for a certain price, they will increase the price and then decline it back to the original price and claim is a Black Friday sale. So again, we've seen many of those bad practices before. Like, I give up. I'm not even excited. I'm not looking forward to it. And of course, some Black Friday, at least in Nigeria, Black Friday extend for a whole month. There are some companies that have been doing Black Friday since the beginning of November, right? So again, there's no rush. Nobody's buying anything from anybody. So by the time we are ready to with our money, which is salary month or salary week, Black Friday will still be on. So I'm not in any rush at all.
Okay. So like they say, a word is enough for the wise. Like Rotus will say, do your due diligence. That's what Rotus, the caveat he would leave at, when he goes out to give investment advice. So it comes very handy this today also. So let's drift on now to check up what Elon Musk is up to again, the mighty disruptor of everything that he sees. He doesn't like them staying the same way for a very long time. So Fisayo, help us understand this Elon Musk saying X will show headlines on the platform again. What's this all about?
Sincerely, I'm confused. So the argument here, I don't know why it's an argument, but again, the idea was that the feature that Elon Musk is saying that would start showing had been there before. It was removed. Now it's bringing it back as though it's a new feature, right? And of course, that people have found a way to work around it after it was removed, essentially saying that for any link, so for instance, if you post a link on X or, well, Twitter is X is Twitter, I don't understand. Anyways, if you post a link, right, on X, you're able to see more like a preview, see the title, see the of the link you've posted, right? But Elon removed that feature and now is bringing it back, So again, how people dealt with it initially was that they would then put the title of the link on an image, right? And then post the link maybe in a subtweet or in a different tweet, or on a thread, as it were. But I guess that is making the system, I don't know. Elon knows what it is. So now he's bringing it back. It is what it is, right? I guess, one thing I love about Elon Musk is that he's not afraid, to do and to iterate. And of course, that's one of the hallmark of a great, what's it called, entrepreneur, keep on changing to find the best thing that works. I guess it's one of the things we advise entrepreneurs to do. So it's not going to be different with Elon Musk, I guess.
Omas, read the other two tweets. Read the responses to his Elon Musk tweets.
Okay. The responses I've seen here so far, Elon Musk's tweet, I've seen one here saying, so headlines, you're bringing back headlines to think that Muscovites will still call this pedal back a stroke of genius. That's what one person sent as a reply, as a response to that one. And then another person on X platform said the post-acquisition cycle of removing feature, realizing that the site is objectively worse than was without it, and then bringing it back while pretending it is a new feature continues. It's like bringing old wine in new bottle and saying this is the new wine. Rotus, I see what you said up there for me. So Rotus, quickly, let's before we get to check up on what the Minister for Arts, Culture and Creative Economy in Nigeria is about. It is this point where usually we get clients to get to be active on this conversation. I would like to hear your thoughts as WhatsApp messages on 0809-444-0981 will be where we like to read all of your messages coming on. So Rotus, the minister is well, some will say back of maybe hibernations in a way, and she's really out a roadmap. So talk to us about what Anatu is really all about, this 100 billion naira project in revenue.
Yeah, they had a creative economy conference. I think the first conference or sit down or whatever. And she said that they want to get the creative economy to $100 billion by 2030. Mind you, 2023 is over. We're going into 2024. So 2030 is literally 6 years from now, right? And she wants to get us from a sector that is contributing less than 1% to GDP. She wants to get it to 100 billion, 10% of what she assumes is going to be a $1 trillion economy in 6 years. Look, there's a clip. I sent you this clip yesterday or the day before when we talked about Javier Milei, the new president-elect of Argentina, where there's this viral video where there's a ministries on the wall and he's saying youth ministry, scraps the paper off and through, it says out. Women's ministry out, sports ministry. I don't know. I honestly, between Hanatu, our creative economy minister, and then the women's affairs minister that was handing out sewing machines and keke marwas for empowerment. I don't know. Somebody, even our youth and sports ministry, our science and tech ministry. I think we could save money by pulling a Javier Milei on some of them. But Fisaya, what do you think of 100 billion creative economy by 2030?
I mean, to be sincere, it's not impossible, right? If you get our act together. So what I was looking forward in the article is to say how she intends to do it, right? So again, anyone can come out and say their Vision 2020. Again, we've had all of those nonsense kind of acronyms before, right? Where people just open their mouth and say whatever they want to say, right? So it's okay to say stuff, right? But what I was looking out for to say is how, what are the weaknesses? What are the roadblocks to achieving, massive scale or massive revenues or massive contributions to GDP from a creative economic perspective? And I didn't see that. And that's why I'm concerned about it. It's just, one of those, government speak, And of course, I hate this idea of you setting targets for a time that you might probably not be in government. I mean, why can't you just set a target for 4 years? Like, let's see what you're able to achieve in 4 years. Forget about long-term vision. I'm tired of all of those nonsense again. You want to make, like people in the US who said, clean energy target for a country by 2050, like, and you have only just 8 years. It doesn't make any sense. Set the target so that we can measure you based on your performance rather than trying to set, knowing that the next president will just fling off all of those nonsense, climate or strategy that you have for yourself out of the window, right? So it's the same way here. You're a cultural minister of, all of that. What is the target for the 4 years that, to a large extent, you have the stability to remain in government? Is it 50 billion? Is it 10 billion? And I can measure you specifically on your performance within that period, rather than saying that we're looking for, let's wait till 2030 to see whether you told us a lie or not, which is one way to lie anyway, because I can't hold you responsible again because you're no longer in government. So what's the point?
Real quick, you're very, I know we're out of time. There's a national automotive plan. That was for 10 years. It was 2013 or 2014 to 2024. Didn't go anywhere. They just signed another one yesterday from 2023 to 2033. Or so another 10-year automotive plan. It's
just one of those ways that Nigerian politicians like to just, so that no one can be held responsible. I mean, I remember that the people that signed the last automotive deal, I mean, they did it with so much fanfare and excitement. I mean, that's the first time I started hearing what's like completely knocked down, CKDs, all of, I mean, just nice sounding words,
well,
as it were.
As we close up now, Rotus,
it is what it is.
Because you train automotive in it, but I just want you to know that the 2000 car was assembled somewhere in Lagos not too long ago. Just put that, don't forget that also, but let's move away to this one. Fisayo, start us off with this, and I'd like you to please touch on a man known as Altman, as you also would touch on this headline, how he was able to move from OpenAI and then threatened, and then the next thing they say he's coming back, how he pulled that stunt. But then first link us up to Binance's CZ saying they say he's a flight risk.
Okay, so Binance, I mean, the CEO of Binance was agreed to a plea deal, some fraud that's committed, as part of his role in Binance, essentially saying that he had supported, he had looked away when people use the platform for money laundering or for things, that are potentially criminal in nature. Of course, there are no, you see, I think one of those things is about when you allow, when a cop comes to your car, long enough, you find a crime, right? I think that's what happened, to seize it. So he has to just, agree to a deal like, well, I committed the crime, sorry, I'll pay this $50 million. So now he wants to return to where he's from, which is, well, where he's based, which is the UAE. And of course, the prosecutors are arguing that, no, he's going to be a flight risk because you can't extradite him from the UAE because there's no relationship between the US and the UAE. So that's what is happening. So they want to wait until his sentencing. Like, there's a deal that's been agreed with prosecutors. Now it's for the judge to sanction. And of course, he agrees to the sentencing, he pays the $50 million, then he can go back to the UAE. I think it's a shakedown by the US, and I think it's one of those things that happen.
Okay.
Right. In summary.
Okay, so let's quickly get Yinka Bolu's message in. Yinka Bolu has a message for us here. It says, Fisayo, don't angry me. Have you seen the chaos Elon has caused on X? It's a madhouse out there, all because the money is sharing. If there is anything it needs to end, is that madness he started, or at least remove Nigeria from that largesse. Else, at this rate, we might be looking at a ban very soon. Then Babatunde, okay. Then Babatunde Alao comes up. Rotus $100 billion target from creative industry by 2030. As Ab Initio failed the test of SMART, the minister failed to state the how. What has been her contributions to the industry? Babatunde Alao's message. And Gilbert will sum it up, and let's hope he doesn't bring in something from the past, a blast from the past, Gilbert. But let's see what it looks like here. On raising the revenue to 100 billion naira in 2030 in the creative industry, this is good. But more importantly, we need to re-engineer stage drama and local folktales storytelling act in our schools, like during the time of Herbert Ogunde in the 1980s. It wouldn't miss it. You see, it never disappoints. Rotus, that's the size of the show.
Fisayo, thanks for joining us. Omas, thanks as usual, and thanks everybody for sending in messages. Appreciate it. Enjoy your.
Sorry,
See, let us know
Rotus.
Monday if you find any deals. Yeah, Fisayo.
Rotus, do you want Elon to remove paying money to creators?
You should continue paying now. I know, yes, so yeah, there's no problem.
You agree with that. You always agree with that because you
All
benefit
right,
from that
Rotus,
one.
guys.
It's okay.
Discussion continues. Have a great day, guys. Bye. My name is Omatseye Atsenuwa. Good morning.